Hey, let's talk about Led Zeppelin. I'm always excited about this whenever something Zeppelin comes up, even though I know a reunion is never going to happen. We got Celebration Day. We got Celebration Day. I was actually there for that press conference in the city. It was kind of unreal. I shouldn't say unreal, it was surreal being in the room with the guys from Zeppelin all at the same time. It was crazy. A lot of tension between the media and them. But anyway, um, there's going to be a new Zeppelin documentary that I'm really, really excited about. And the band is involved, which I think is really cool. The as yet untitled film, which is currently in post production, will follow the rock legend's story from the group's 1968 formation through 1970 when the band's second album replaced the Beatles' Abbey Road as number one on the Billboard 200. The documentary will feature brand new interviews with Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and John Paul Jones, as well as some rare archival interviews with John Bonham. The film is being touted as the first of its kind project, with band members telling the story of the birth of Led Zeppelin in their own words without any other outside voices sharing opinions or commentary. I love this. Sometimes when an artist is involved, I think Beyonce did like a documentary where, when she produced it or whatever. Sometimes that's a really bad thing because then you can't get the real story. But in this particular case, I think it's a really good thing because this is kind of one of those things that you want to hear direct from the horse's mouth. What was the Scorsese recently dropped out of a Sinatra biopic because the family was involved and they wouldn't let him do it. We saw a similar thing with Bohemian Rhapsody, and they wouldn't let Sacha Baron Cohen tell the story the way he wanted to. They wanted it. So sometimes it's bad, but I think in this particular case, it's good because, these guys were there. They lived it. Nobody's going to be able to tell this story better than them. The movie will include previously unseen footage and photos, as well as state-of-the-art audio. It's being created by the team that produced the award-winning PBS documentary series about American roots music, American Epic, including director and writer Bernard McMahon. On this topic, Page said in a statement, quote, "When I saw everything Bernard had done both visually and sonically on the remarkable achievement that is American Epic, I knew he would be qualified to tell our story." Adding to that, John Paul Jones said, "The time was right for us to tell our own story for the first time in our own words, and I think this film will really bring that story to life." Variety reports that the Led Zeppelin doc will be shopped at France's Cannes Film Festival, which gets underway on May 14th. Is that real? I guess they can shop it without it having a title yet, but it sounds like it's not entirely finished, was the vibe that I got. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit more far along. If it's going to see the light of day in 5 days, I'm really looking forward to this. I guess Cannes will tell us more if it's something that will pop up on HBO or if it'll have theater run. Will it land on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon? I don't really know. I would imagine it has a good chance at least getting somewhat of a theater run before going to. My guess would be HBO or Netflix would be like a front runner on something like this. This is kind of right up HBO's alley. They love the music documentaries over there. So we'll see. The more we know, if it gets a title or a release date or a way to come out, we'll be sure to let you know right here on The Morning Show with Anthony.